We are live. My ears just popped. We're live. I got a pizza here. Subscriber Matt Olson will have already known. Hot and sweaty. Hot and ready. Today is Monday. What day is it? The 19th, maybe? And we're out here. I don't really have any content to put up in the next while other than shorts. So figured I'd throw up a live, see who jumps on. Well, it's a weird time of day for everybody. Weird time of day for everyone. Everybody's probably working. But if you're at work and you can, why wouldn't you get on? That's the real question. But yeah, somebody is already here. Go invite your friends and your moms. Where did I put my... There it is. Nice. Anyways, I don't know if this person saw it or not, but guess what kind of pizza we got? Hot and ready. Oh, what's up, dude? I figured. Hot and sweaty, hot and ready. Mentos, freshness, pizza. How are you, Kev? I hope you're good. You know what's weird? Doing good? Good. You know what's weird? The Little Caesars that I go to, the hot and ready prices are always different. And not by a lot either. Change amounts. So I don't know if I'm getting fucked every once in a while, but I would probably tip them $1. I had no idea. Today, it was $7.20. I just threw away the box last night, so I must have got one 2 days ago, and it was like $8.39. So again, if there's some insider trading going on there, that's okay. They could take that change. It's definitely not enough for me to make a federal case out of. It's kind of funny. There was a couple weeks during the coronavirus. Oh, I shouldn't even have said it. I got to say the Rona. Hey, what's up, Paul? Paul and Kevin are in. Hope you guys have some pizza. If you don't, I have an entire one for me. Anyways, during the Rona, we had, there was like one day I was getting $7 hot and readies. Boom, boom, boom. $7. And this was before I got the job here. So I was like poorer. And one day, just poof, $10. I was pissed, dude. I paid it. I don't even think I cared about it either. Anyways, leftover fajitas, nice. Paul, do you pack a lunch or do you just kind of throw a bunch of shit in a Ziploc bag and go for it? If anybody doesn't know who's tuning in the future, Kevin, aka the Jarrett's Journey, is from the east side, maybe middle east of the state. Paul, however, is more from the Uncle Billy Bay reaches, maybe like an hour south. Paul's getting good, man. Paul's getting good. Oh, really? Good. You deserve that, though. You deserve that. Paul is another guy a lot like Kev that, yeah, you are spoiled, but, you know, again, you deserve it. Paul is a lot like Kevin in the sense that they both work really hard for their families. Kevin and Mandy the Jared's Journey have a shit ton of kids, dude. I got like a lot of kids. Paul and Ashley don't have any kids yet. I'm sure that they're gonna probably get after that at some point. Maybe, maybe not. But dude, it's crazy. That's why I like these two guys so much, is because they're so different from me. Like same as like dude, same kind of a dude, different day to day, for sure. There was some other guys, and I know I've told Kevin and Paul about this, but again, for the people watching in the future, there were a couple guys who I was like surfing with in the past couple years, and they had regular jobs, whatever, and I just don't think that they liked the freedom that I bestowed upon myself, and it was hard to hang out with them. But Paul and Kevin are not like that. They just go to work, and then when they can come out, they come out. Like the other day when I went to Silverado, the day that my last vlog, I just messaged Paul because there was a swell later in the day, and dude fucking drove all the way to do something for after his work and get Ashley, which isn't super super far, but then he made it for like the best part of the ways. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You can't always go. I know that. I can't always go. But if you're gonna be out here buying all this shit and doing all this stuff, you gotta try your damnedest to get out there. This isn't the ocean where you could have 20 sessions in the ocean and have waist high, knee high, overhead, really powerful shit. And then you get in 20 sessions, which let's say in 60 days, if you got 20 sessions in the ocean, the learning curve is crazy. 20 sessions on the lake is it could be you could get 20, especially if you're guys like Kevin and Paul, you could get 20 sessions where you hit the weird part of the swell and you just don't get the repetition, and sometimes the waves are just weak, so you're trying your damnedest to get whatever you can instead of trying your damnedest to learn how to surf powerful waves and do all the things. But man, these guys go hard. I think Paul is pretty close to the lake, but Kev lives fucking far away. Good try, man. Figure it out. Not disciplined enough to work on my own. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm definitely. I could, if I was. I guess I could work on my own. I could work on my own, I think. It would have to be something like this. Because look what I do, anyways. Like, the people I work for here are like fucking the best people. The people who own it, and then my new boss, like, they're just great to me. They're like, again, they're like Kevin and Paul, where they just like give me respect that I feel like I don't really deserve. Anyways, I have to work in things that I like. Like, I can't have a job where, like, I can't work in a field that I don't have a vested interest in. Like, that's why when I was still playing hockey, I drove a Zamboni. Duh. And now, I mean, the golf course thing is like so wrapped up in like what my dad grew up doing and what I'm doing now and what he's still doing now. And yeah, this is what I have to do for my whole life. I have to work at golf courses. You're on your way to the top. Tippy top. That's why you got a boat. You rich fuck. Kev's got a boat. Kev's got a boat and a van. I'm sure. I don't know if a boat is livable, but maybe if you had like a little roof thingy in nice weather. Yeah, that's a professional hockey team too. That's like that could be like the third or fourth most prestigious professional league in the world. I will tell you this though, Paul. It it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Especially when there's a bunch of people. Yeah. I think I think there might be people who live on their boat at the marina here. I don't know. Rich fuck. Nah, you're not that kind of rich fuck. I just remember you just dropping your little boat comment on me yesterday. I gotta get my boat in the water. He wears a monocle sometimes too, like Mr. Monopoly. It's okay. It's pretty cool. He uses a surf leash so it doesn't fall off. So it's like I can let that slide. Man, normally I got 6,000 napkins up here, but I don't. So since we're being live, I use my changing towel to wipe my face. Hey, who the hell else is in here? I know it's not just me, Kevin, Paul. State yourself. Why is she dying about that? I wipe my face with my changing towel? Dude, normally I eat, mark my words, people. Eating fast food to a point. I don't go to McDonald's really. I stick to like Wendy's is the tier 1 or tier 3, depending on which is the highest number. Anyways, eating fast food is way better than eating microwave food. What was that? Bug! It was a fly. It was tickling my leg hair. Yeah, dude. Hey, look. I like how you guys are both under the Jared's journey. Yeah. Dude, think about you gotta see if you can buy him a monocle and then instead of like a little regular thing, get like those things that hold, if you're like wearing glasses in the water and they fall off, they'll float. He needs one of those, like a body glove monocle. I need to put my boat in the water. Any Grey Poupon? You know what I'm saying? Dude, you could probably find a monocle on Amazon, really. It'll be here by Wednesday. Speaking of Wednesday, yeah, get like an 8-foot surf leash for his monocle, and then it's attached to his ankle. It'd be a leash dragon for the monocle. Yeah, Wednesday looks good though. I think they're charging for parking too. And like I'm really waiting to buy my parking pass until the end of the week. I also need my registration so I have the new park pass. And I've been thinking of Joe. What's up, Joe? Joe Strummer. What's up, Joe? How are you? Hope you're having a good day, dude. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, for Wednesday, I think I'm gonna go to Barrelton, Pierre Marquette. I don't give a fuck if I say spots. Fuck that shit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to Pierre Marquette because the wind switches, and but only if it's under 5 feet. Because, dude, you should see what they've done for the dredge pile. It's all the way almost to the last. It's to the dog beach almost. The very last metal jetty. But right now, there's like this little cove, dude. So if the waves hit that jetty and kind of... No. It's still... They're still going. It's far... At this point... Yeah. Yeah. I would highly suggest thinking about getting a parking pass for this place too. Just because in the fall, there's going to be a couple weeks in the fall where they still, late summer, where they still charge, but it's going to be fucking good, dude. This spot, 2 years ago, they did this at Pere Marquette. At this point, it's more because they're going out farther now, like into the water. But this is the spot that helped me learn how to surf better because I had that. No, it's different. It's $20. You could buy it right at Pere Marquette, but it's $10 every day. And the parking people like knew Bear. I would park in the same spot all the time and like plug the van in for the air conditioner when we were at the beach. So Bear had like the AC unit going all afternoon. But they never fucked with me. I bought a pass and stuff, but they do write tickets. And it's like, it's $30 for a ticket, $10 per day, or $20 all year. But it's worth it. Plus the deck is there. So like we could surf, or if it's a beautiful beach day and it's super flat, we can do the shred ferry wave. Because that is another thing that is like, if you go there on a day like today, the sandbars are fucking perfect. It looks like it almost looks like ripples on the water when it's really flat because the sandbars are just, again, all this sand that they're dredging is just going to get sucked out to the first two sandbars. And 2 falls ago was where we had these stand-up barrels. I just found the picture, but it was a legitimate stand-up barrel. Shocking on the second sandbar at Pere Marquette. Fucking crazy. And that was the year that it was just, there were 2 days like that in the span of like 3 months where it was like 6 feet at 8 seconds and just crazy. So good. But then there were random days where we would get wind out of the south. So I guess that would be a north wind. Yeah. We still got to go over there though. But, we get waves at this beach. We get waves on both winds. And I know like on a random day of the week, it's hard for Paul to drive up here because you got to go through Grand Haven at the end and it's just a bitch, especially at 4 o'clock. It can take you 30 minutes just to get through town and it sucks. And you can't get around. You have to go over the stupid ass drawbridge. So you can't, I know you guys can't just get here, but it's definitely worth it. And this is the spot that helped me so much. Because it got so slammy and I only had the 9 foot and that 7.6, that I just learned to make these really steep drops on those boards that I had no business doing it. Yeah, I thought it was different because I always say it's a wind out of the south and everyone does like a north wind. I don't know. I honestly still don't really totally understand that. And I refuse to because I'll just look at the app in the camera and know it. And I'll look at the fucking arrows. The arrows point at me. Whoa! Whoa! That's the one thing about being in a van. Uh-oh, the battery's getting all fudgy. Might have to move the camera. Yep. Hold on, bitches. Whoa! Got the Hiroshima. Got that Hiroshimas. Hiroshimas. What the fuck was I talking about? Wind direction. Yeah, the direction is the wind is coming from. So like everyone says when they're like, oh yeah, we're going out on this a big north. That would mean you go on the north side of the pier. But in my brain, they say it's a big north, so I think it's coming from the north. Or wait, that's what you're saying. I don't know. Again, I don't have to know. It's like I work with a bunch of rednecks, right? And they're great people. They're good rednecks. They aren't the bad rednecks. They're the good rednecks. But they're like really good with like fixing shit and stuff. So I like when my vans take a dump, um they're like, "Well, why don't you just fix it? All you need is a croquet mallet and a 13/12 fucking hinge wrench and all this other bullshit." And I'm like, "I quit drinking and I fucking quit doing drugs and I don't fight anymore all the time like I did when I was playing hockey. I don't want to learn how to fix shit. I'll pay somebody when I need to." Where was I going with that? But that's the truth, man. That's how it goes. But I tell you what, sometimes the bugs in the van, it pisses me off. Because I gotta have my air conditioner going, so I gotta have it vented in the back. And every once in a while, a fucking little bug will get in, piss me off. I think one time I had a mosquito get in and bit me in the fucking forehead. But that's the price you pay for this, you know? You can't just do this. If you don't do this, you can't just do this. Doesn't make any damn sense. If I didn't live in a van, I would just be in a house or an apartment eating pizza. Wow, what's that all about? But I'm not, man. You know what's kind of funny? Uh, I seem to come back at the same time every day, and I see the same people like playing golf every day. But they never see me when I'm working because I start so fucking early. It's pretty funny. They look at me all side-eyed. The other day I was here and I was doing a big old job though. They know I work here. I just don't. I don't think that they think. And then so like, there's a professional golfer here. He plays on like the Tampax tour or something or Chapstick tour, one of the lower ones. But he is really good. And I'll see him at the gym like weird times of the day, like when normal human beings have to be at work, like now or earlier today when I was at the gym and saw him. And but then it's also weird that I'll like when I come back, he'll be out playing in the evening, so I'll be here. But sometimes I'll see him in the morning too. It's really weird, really unusual, and I'm only just because I'm curious what they think. You know, that's just what it is. Looks like the ladies are coming out. They play around. Ladies' Day is Tuesday, but sometimes the avid golf women will come out and they'll play around Monday night just to get a feel for shit, so they know what to complain to us about in the morning before they start. But if you guys know anything about golf, I've been able to, without talking to them, almost pair up at least 10 or 12 couples, like husbands and wives. And again, if you're not a golf person, this won't make any sense or not be funny. But I've been able to tell who's married to who specifically by their waggle. Now, if you don't know what a waggle is, it's the thing that people do before you like hit a golf ball. You know, like if you've ever watched anybody hit a golf ball and you just like and like oh, it's all that bullshit that you do before you swing, completely unnecessary. You don't need to do it at all. Um, so like some of these guys will like wiggle the head of their club 9 times and twitch their wrist and fucking stand up and look around and scratch their balls, and then watch Marge get up. Everything down to the cooter scratch. I ain't even lying. It's pretty crazy. But overall, it's just like Bushwood in Caddyshack, except it's not as formal, you know, which I think that's really the only reason why they haven't fired me yet is because I fit in perfectly, you know, just like a glove. I add just enough grit, but I also know what I'm doing, so they don't need to tell me what my next job is most of the time, which is good for them and for me, really. And I think that goes back to the beginning of this live when we were talking about, work. And I could work for myself if it was like this YouTube shit or some sort of surfing thing. Oh, by the way, uh look up this thing, and I wasn't able to find it on Instagram, but it's this company called 31 Cannabis. So look it up, 31 Cannabis. They bought the company that was New Standard, and New Standard bought Agromed. So this is like the same company that was like the first company in West Michigan to have dispensaries. This company now owns that shit. And I talked to like their director of operations via email, a couple emails, and he was like asking questions about how we would work it out, like a sponsorship thing. So that's fucking cool. So what you guys can do, I'm sure to help the situation, is figure out how to get in touch with them. Yeah. New Standard is still. Oh, yeah. Because I guess that isn't 31 US 31 anymore, is it? That's like 94 or something. But anyways, there's 3 up here. I thought Saugatuck was going to be one, which would have been great. That was going to be one of my selling points because they are significantly farther away. But yeah. Anyways, if you can try to find them, because I wasn't able to find them on Instagram. Honestly, I didn't really look too hard because I'm so enamored with myself and my day to day that I just fucking whatever. But yeah, yeah. Again, I knew it was something because the one in Muskegon. Yeah, yeah. Where are you from, Joe? They legalized reefer in 2015. But again, so Joe, think about this. We surf in Indiana a lot, and it is still extremely illegal down there. So I won't make too many adjustments to my stash, but I'll make sure that I'm not smoking any flower in here. And when I'm driving and it's decent weather, because most of the time we'll be surfing when it's raining or snowing or something. But if it is a summer swell, I won't even hit my pen in the car while I'm driving down there. It gets me so worried. I've heard people that have gone like from Michigan and just Australia. Good Lord, dude, Australia. I always think about surfing in places like that, but Australia not only has some of the most insane waves, but it has, like wildlife that'll get you on so many levels. That's so fucking awesome you're from Australia. Have you heard of the guy Clayton's World? That guy's fucking awesome, dude. Clayton Hobbs. He's got Down syndrome, but so like him and his brothers, they make content and is called yeah. Anyways, um yeah. Dude, if I know this other YouTube family from New Zealand called the Leopards Go Wild. They're fucking awesome. New Zealand is like, it's insane, dude. Um, New Zealand is like a mountainous island. It's just fucking crazy. No, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, Clayton's World is awesome. Anyways, dude, Australia, that's so crazy that you're here. Thanks for watching, brother. That's awesome. So fucking far away. But yeah, reefer's legal here. They legalized it, I think, in like 2015. And it's great because it's state regulated. So across America, it's like federally it's illegal. So the country of Americans says it's illegal, but each state gets to pick if they want to legalize it or not. And so the marijuana gets better because it's state regulated. So like now there's there's like a status quo. And what's also, this is like the thing that blows my mind, because I'm originally from Denver, and they were one of the very first states to legalize it medically and then um, recreationally. But it's it's it does so much for the economy of the state. Like in Denver, the first dispensaries were in like low income areas, and and same with here, and the tax on it is fucking outrageous. But all of that tax money gets put right back into the community. So like in Denver, I saw some of the shittiest areas in the span of 2 years go from like broken glass and just fucking dirty shit everywhere to having like medians separating the lanes with fucking grass and flowers and trees and shit. And yeah, it's insane what it does. And it also has like legitimately lowered the amount of drunk driving crashes, and it's just crazy that it's not legal. Like, cigarettes, you could buy cigarettes, but I'm like, that's like legal meth, and it doesn't get you as high. It's fucking ridiculous that marijuana is illegal anywhere. But yeah, it's got to be. I think about living on an island, and I get a little bit like claustrophobic with the idea of it. But and I know Australia is massive, and it's not like that, but it's so crazy. And I've only been surfing for 4 years, but guys have been doing out here since the 60s and 70s, and it's crazy. It's so weird. You have to know so much. The waves can start. The lake can be flat, and within this, like inside of 10 hours, it can go from flat to the best day ever, and then completely die down inside the span of even 8 hours. You could have I mean, it could be, you could have wind chop or whatever out there, but the rideable, surfable, decent waves could easily stop and start within, a 3 hour span. And it's crazy. Plus, like, just the weird things that are different between what we have to do and what you guys have to do. And obviously, our waves are like super weak and weird shaped and inconsistent. And I think that adds to the allure of it. But I was talking to this dude from Ohio. His name is Joe Giron. That might be saying his name wrong, but his last name starts with a G. And he makes vlogs too. He makes more like surf edits. and I was telling him, I'm like, dude, you should put a little bit of like yourself into the vlog, like make vlogs out of it. And I think that people want our waves to have the appearance of great when they go, but they don't go often. And that's just not true. I think that some people are like embarrassed of the caliber of waves that we surf, but where we don't have like very many head high days, even like a true 5 foot day isn't common. We have to work so much harder to get into the waves and to learn how to turn and to like really learn how to surf properly out here. We're handicapped with conditions and the availability of waves, the availability of gear. And you could order whatever you want. It could be here whenever you want, but that's where it kind of starts and stops. There's a couple surf shops and you could try boards out, but how many boards can you try out in a month? And what if you improve your skill? Then you have to go try out another 12 boards over another month. But on the other hand, we lack the feeling and the muscle memory of when a big wave, even not necessarily a big wave, let's just say a true head high wave, breaking in enough water where you're not going to get slammed on sand. Super beginner sort of entry level barrels or fucking entry level trying to make big turns on steep faces, shit, something like that. We don't have that muscle memory, and we could surf. I surf a lot. I surf a lot, and I try to find the slammiest, fastest, steepest wave wherever I'm surfing that day. And some days it's a tiny ankle high wave, but other days you could find, a waist high wave that breaks on a couple feet of sand, and it gets pretty powerful at the end. And that's what I think the allure of these channels is. And back to my main point, that dude Joe, um, I was telling him, like, dude, you gotta be a lake surfer, because that's what we are. We aren't like guys that just came from the ocean and now we surf in the lake. Like, this is what we fucking do. And we could go to the ocean and have fun and whatever, but we have to like learn out here, and we have to be like pumped about our fucking waves, and we have to have pride in our beaches and like what we do. And it's not like we're sitting here, and again, you can watch any of my videos, and I'm not like, oh, it's shitty conditions again, but we're gonna fucking go out anyway. It's like, it's why I call waves 100 footers. I'm yelling 100 footers. I'm like, I fucking know it's not 100 footer, but like, what we're basically landlocked in the middle of a continent, and we're fucking surfing. We're not only in the, yeah, it's the craziest, coolest thing. And again, I'm from Denver. I grew up playing hockey, and I just found surfing in the middle of the coronavirus, or the beginning of the coronavirus, and it's fucking changed my life. It's the best fucking thing I've ever done, and ever. Other than not drink, like when I quit drinking, and that's what it is. Like, that has shaped me right now. And in 2 years, I'll be 40, and like, I've never fucking felt like more sure of myself. And I live in a fucking van, and I surf in a lake, and this is like the happiest I've ever been, and the best I've ever been, period. And it's mainly because of surfing. And it's like, that's, everyone can talk about your fucking birth sign, and think positive, and act this and do, and like, if you're not fucking actually molding your existence to what you want, it's not going to be it. And that's what the surfing thing has taught me, and the van life has taught me. Honestly, the YouTube universe in a whole has just made the fact that no one's gonna fucking give me a thing. I have to if I want subscribers, I gotta fucking put out as much content with as high a level of surfing and editing as I can produce, as much as I can, asking people to subscribe, because that's what I need. I need that number to grow, for other people to see, for companies like that 31 Cannabis to be like, all right, there's a thing there. Because then I could surf as much as I want on different places. I haven't even been to Wisconsin yet. I've only surfed in the UP once. It's just like, man, this is like obviously what I want to do. And like, I've thought about this. I want to play devil's advocate. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, that's what I try to be. And these two guys that are in here too, I surf with them all the time, and they're always stoked. But man, I just wish more people would have pride in this stuff out here, and not try to, you know what? I've seen this weird influx of things called, hey, what's up, dude? Clown Face Surf Channel, let's go. I've seen like an influx of Great Lakes surf films. So like, it'll be like one swell, and these guys will make a film out of it, and they'll be like voiceovering it, and it'll just be like, oh, and it's just like, it's so serious, and it's so over the top that it's kind of like disingenuous, I feel like. And it's cool, and they go out on a really good day, really good day. But dude, I've tried to get in touch with Ben Gravy. I think I swear too much. I think that again, he needs something else. He went and he went to yeah, he completely sold out. He's extremely rich now, and that's okay. Like, that's okay. You don't have to sell out once you're rich, but whatever. Um, yeah, and I wish that it was different because, dude, I have asked Ben Gravy to come surf the car ferry wave for on 3 or 4 different occasions over the span of 3 or 4 years, and I've sent him video via Instagram while we are talking, like real time chatting. Um, but also, I don't like to shit on the lake surfing community so much, but the majority of them are backwards human beings, whether it's they're drinking at the spot where we're surfing and like to warm up in the winter, or I got so much shit in the beginning of like my channel, um just because I was bad at surfing and bad at editing, but I was doing the same shit as I am now. I was calling waves 100 footers. I was fucking screaming and super pumped, and people didn't like that. They're like, this guy doesn't know how to surf, and his videos kind of suck. But I knew I wasn't gonna give up, and I didn't fucking forget any of those people that were really fucking mean in the beginning. But I tried to hit up Gravy. I tried to hit up some of these other guys, and man, they they just didn't want any of the chill. But it's funny because now, again, I don't forget shit. I quit drinking. It'll be 13 years on May 25th. I haven't had a sip of alcohol in 13 fucking years. So over the past 4, I've remembered almost every motherfucker who decided they wanted to talk shit to me. And that's not good for them. And they'll be popping into my fucking Instagram here and there. And I don't even, at this time, I don't even engage. I'm trying to be a better person. I just block them because I know where it's going to go. Because I'm not trying, I don't need, if cool people want to be friends with me, that's cool. But I don't need this sideways lateral movement of human beings in my life because that's not going to fucking fly. But I tried so hard to get Ben Gravy. I tried. And, but yeah, there were a couple other people. There was a guy named Clay something from Indiana. He was making videos before me out here, and he had a pretty decent following, and he was a pretty good surfer from what I saw. So I think he had a video with Ben, but then, I mean, and I got to give credit where credit's due. Wisconsin gets better waves than us, and he goes to Wisconsin more. There's a Burton Great Lakes guy. He's a pro surfer over there, and they get better waves. So why would he come surf over here? But the car ferry wave, I mean, I have a car ferry saga that I'm slowly, continuously editing, and you guys are going to shit when you see what I already filmed, and I haven't even surfed one car ferry wave yet. It's insane. Again, I don't have a 9-foot board. I have a 7.0 bat tail, so I have to make sure that when I go, unless I bring my 7.6 in, which I might, I have to go when it's going to be a good one. But, dude, if I had a 9-foot foamy, Ben Gravy called you poor? Dude, and I tell you what, like, he's playing the game. He's playing the game, dude. I'll go in all the way on this. He hasn't not drank for longer than me, and for the majority of the beginning of his surfing channel, because he had that Nub Nation before where they were trying to be like Jackass. He Jesus Christ. Yeah, fuck that guy. So he put so much stock, and he talked about him not drinking so much in the beginning of his channel that most of his early videos were half surfing, half, excuse me, half fucking What's up, Ever Soldier Boy? Appreciate you, buddy. Most of his fucking early videos were him like talking about how hard it is to not drink, and like, brother, it is, and I appreciate him stopping, but like, it's like it's so again, it's disingenuous. You're if you're trying to make a surfing channel, I've gone through this addiction thing, and you could go back through a lot of my videos, and there are maybe three that have anything really more to do with than van life and surfing. And like, that's, I'm trying to stay in my lane. I'm trying to build this channel for that. And he got off the rails on a very, I mean, and he was one of the first guys to do like the vlog surfing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I tried. And honestly, I wasn't going to bring this up either, but a dude that I used to be friends with in the YouTube world called the 30-year-old Grom, he's like good friends with Ben Gravy. And the 30-year-old Grom does a fucking live every Friday. And again, real time chatting with Ben Gravy. Grom has done 40 lives. He does one a week. So 40 fucking weeks ago, I was talking to Ben Gravy, real time on fucking Instagram. And I'm like, hey, brother. And this is on a Friday. I'm like, hey, brother, fucking Grom, because that's what he knows him by. And he knows 30-year-old Grom. So I know he knew what I was talking about. I'm like, hey, dude, Grom's going to go live. Super easy time for somebody in our time zone to get there. And he was in New Jersey. 5:45 in the afternoon. I'm like, hey, just tune in. It's one of his first lives. It would fucking blow his mind if you hopped on, right? This is on YouTube. How fucking hard could have it? And like, dude, and like, it is what it is. And like, in the beginning, when I wasn't able to like lock him down, I did feel kind of slighted, and like I felt some type of way. But like, I've just been working so hard at learning how to surf properly, growing my channel, that I just stopped worrying about like Ben Gravy. And there was a while that there's some other lake surfers were subscribing and unsubscribing and then thumbs downing my videos. Again, I don't need to call them out. And they knew, and I made a video about this specifically, and it stopped afterwards because I called them out in that video. And it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm glad that I haven't really tried to reach back out. But yeah. Oh yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember that chick Tori from she's from South Africa, but she lives in England. Anyways, I met her through the Grom, and we were pursuing a relationship for a while. And how do I say this without I don't care if I'm being offensive. So like, every everything that would come up that would be an issue was blamed on like the fact that she was like on the spectrum or whatever. You know how everybody wants to call themselves neurodivergent? You know, they're just weird. And so it was just like, I couldn't listen to somebody who only wanted to speak on the the reason why they were like so aloof to reality. And so when that ended, there's a couple more things. Again, I really don't want to try to shit on people in this live, but a couple more things went down, and yeah, I just kind of removed myself from that whole universe. There is a guy named Cockney Buddha, and he has a channel, and I tried to stay in contact with him. I pissed him off when I left. So like, because we were in this WhatsApp group, and I just left, you know. And but it was because I didn't want to be an asshole. Like, I know I would have been. I would have said a lot of mean things. I would have, again, like right now, I don't want to say too much about the personal things that go into each human being that has something to do with this, but I would have, and I would have. And I'm glad I did what I did. I'm not glad that I pissed off the Cockney Buddha, but we're friends again now, and like that's all good. And he knows why I did it, and I don't think that he hates me. And even if he did, that's okay, because I don't hate him. But yeah, back to the Ben Gravy thing. Um, that fucking guy really left a bad taste in my mouth, and uh, overall, the lake surfing community has left an even worse taste in my mouth, which is why I have tried so hard to be good at surfing. And no, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. Because all of my lives get uploaded, and these are things that I want to be known. These are things that I want to be known. And there's a reason why you brought it up, and there's a reason why I had an opinion about it. And it's good that you brought that's what this shit is for. Again, that's what I'm fucking doing. Like there's no fake bullshit in my channel. I don't bring my drama like of my life when me and my ex broke up, or the shit that was going on with my mom before that. Yeah. Well, and like so I grew up playing hockey. So I've been a fighting person for a long time. I don't now I look back and I realize how stupid I must have sounded most of the time and how dumb I must have looked most of the time. But that doesn't take the fact away that like sometimes um, I like to punch people, or whatever. If people deserve it, I'm not opposed to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, dude, and we had a storm come through here. I thought that there was going to be waves. There might be. It's blowing from the north, so you might get something down there. But yeah, the surfing community, again, I've only been surfing for 4 years. So in my brain, I was like, I didn't realize that like the surfing community was going to be so weird. I mean, still to this day, people are like, hey, don't say this name. I'm like, bitch, I got almost 800 fucking videos where I kind of already say it. Not to mention, yes, it's super toxic. And they fucked up because I could have been cool. I could have been a good one for them. But they wanted to be fuck asses. They wanted to be fucking fuck asses. And I don't play that shit. I don't fucking play that shit. And like if nobody would have told me to like stop putting my videos up on Facebook, and if I mean I probably have on my old phone I have screenshots of these people's names just in case I ever came across somebody down in Whiting or Michigan City or Portage or anybody that is mostly those South End guys from Chicago. Yeah, most of them. But just in case I fucking saw him. Because there was another dude. Oh, of course I'm spacing his name. But he came down here one day to the beach, to my beach. And I could saw like surf stickers all over, and he had the things. And I didn't recognize him at first. But then I did recognize him, and I went back and looked, and it was him, and he fucking so nice to me. So nice. Super nice. Really, really nice. Compared to what I have screenshotted that he fucking said. Weird, huh? Really weird. Especially weird, because people want to be fucking mean online and stuff. But when you show up to the beach, like with your girlfriend, and I don't know if it's his kid or just hers, shit gets real fucking quick. Because I'll get in a fight with you in front of your wife and kids. I don't give a fuck, but do you? Like, that's where things change. Oh, I got my kid. Oh, fuck. I'm not going to touch your fucking kid, you dumbass. The fuck do I look like, a criminal? But see, people don't like that shit. People don't like that shit. Yeah, and I coming from hockey, I was just like, oh, that's just hockey, but it's not. It's just like, and I'm sure pickleball has it, and fucking whatever, frisbee golf has it, I bet. But there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Yeah, and you know what it is out here? It's the kiteboarders out here. Because the kiteboarders will be way, way out back, doing whatever the fuck they do, 800 yards outside the pier. And if it's a good day, they'll see a set coming in. because they're fucking 9 miles offshore. And then I won't even be thinking about a kiteboarder because they'll be out there for 8 minutes, just letting the wind yank them all over the fucking place or whatever the hell they're doing. And then all of a sudden, you got 8 fucking kiteboarders on the second sandbar fucking trying to surf. I'm like, fucking, where the fuck did you come from, Bob? Jesus Christ, man. Of course I'm going to drop in on you when you were fucking closer to Wisconsin 30 seconds ago than you are now. Like, what do you expect? Those are the guys, and their fucking little surfboard thingies, it's like a wakeboard, so it just like, it fucks up the wave. It makes it all weird and it fucks it up. There's a couple cool kiteboarders, though. I don't want to shit on all of them. It's just the guys that mow the lawn, in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out. I don't know. I got a lot to complain about, but I shouldn't. I'm a very happy person. I'm not going to lie. You know, with the exception of like other people, I love things, you know, but I don't hate people either. I hate to say that because I love people. You know who isn't a bunch of assholes? The van life community. They're the people. Granted, because most of them are poor. You know, you can't really be an asshole if you're super poor. But look at Telephone Tough Guys. Ooh, I've never heard that one before. But see, like Kev is kind of I would say they're a van lifing. They're van lifers. They don't live in the van, but they use it. I mean, it's Kev's fucking daily driver. It's Kev's daily driver. Definitely a van lifer. But yeah, I've met so many van life people that they're just great. And I think it's just a wavelength thing. Experiences over items and time over money. I don't know. Again, sometimes they're the weirdos, yeah. Well, and like, I hate to fucking be like this sometimes because like, I mean, Ben Gravy has like 300,000 subscribers for a reason, but how many of his subscribers actually try to talk to him or try to get him to go surfing or something like that? You know? I don't know. I mean, like, I had a subscriber come up to me the other day, just randomly give me $10 at the beach. His name was Tim. He's a great guy. Really good dude. I think he thought maybe I was destitute. I don't know if he remembered I worked at a golf course, but he was a great guy. And what doesn't happen is people don't really, I don't want to say that because someone did steal something out of my van last year. Fuck. And it was a child, so I couldn't beat the living hope out of him. See, everybody, this is why every day I try to be a better person. I try to be, yeah. Sorry, I wasn't reading. So I'll drop the negative shit. I'm sorry about that, guys. It needed to be said. I hope all of them watch it. Ben Gravy, when you watch this, shape up, man. You got that hot bitch, Joni or whatever. You're blonde. Fucking act like it, dude. Jesus Christ. You're better than that. You fucking surfed in Nebraska, you dork. Everybody else that I talked about can suck my balls. Anyways. Did Paul and Ashley get some good waves the other day down the beach? And has anybody looked at the weekend? I gotta work, of course. And it's Memorial Day. God damn, guys, you better start typing. What time is it? 4 o'clock on a Monday. Yeah. A Buick. The Buick. Dude, that'll be awesome. Hopefully the next time we all link up, the chicks will get out. The chicks will get out. I think I'm gonna buy like one of those inflatable sex dolls so that if we ever go out to dinner, I won't be the third wheel. I'll have a date, you know? Do they make black ones? I better look that up. If I'm gonna buy an inflatable sex doll, it's definitely gonna be a black chick. Only because I've never hooked up with a black chick, you know? It's the only reason. I think it would be cool. And it would like give me a little bit more street cred too, you know? Because I love black folks. They're great. I think with the beard, I looked like too much of a proud boy. So like the black folks, they didn't really want to approach me. But, you know, I think the black blow-up doll would fucking, that would be the straw that broke the Cam Hill's back, as it were. But man, I don't know. That's an hour. Also, for anybody who's a YouTuber watching this, doing lives like this is great, especially if a couple people watch for the whole time, because that is 1 full hour of watch time per person. So it's fucking great. Like I did a live the other day. I don't know how many people watched it, but it was 45 minutes long, and I got like I got an insane amount of watch hours or watch time. So this one will help, and I definitely appreciate all of you guys. And anybody watching in the future that I talked about, fuck off. But you could stay subscribed if you want. Except for if you're Ben Gravy. You could unsubscribe. Yeah. It definitely wasn't, well, she got out the first time. So that's key. But it wasn't beginner-friendly day. It was a small day. But it definitely was that full push onto the first sandbar, you know. So it gets to slamming. I got a couple good ones that day. I got one cover-up. One mush-up. That's what I'm going to start calling them. Mush-ups. Instead of a cover-up, I'm going to call them a mush-up. Well, everyone, I appreciate you watching this much. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys had some pizza, because I did. 3 pieces? 3 pieces. I didn't do very good. You would think with me only eating 1 time a day. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I saw the writing on the wall with that chick pretty fucking quickly. But, and I hate to say this. I hate to say it. But that's how they all are. Like, that's how every woman, even my ex, like, looking back, like, that bitch was probably stealing money and cheating on me for a while. I don't know. I can't prove it. She could never prove anything that she fucking blamed me for either, but that's the problem with being a white man in America these days. No one gives a fuck about you. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, if you have other less crazy blonde friends or any color hair or color skin, you can send them my way. Make sure that they check out my YouTube channel first, as it is a great way to see if they're going to fucking hate me or not. And it'll save us both a lot of time. But again, I appreciate everybody. If you're just joining us, when I end this, go back and watch it from the beginning. It's pretty fucking good. I'd have to say so myself. Because I love me. And you should love you too. That's the last message. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.